They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. A gain there of 15. First down, Cowboys.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll run here with Vaughn. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Vaughn. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Vaughn. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down.
Come on, set.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Running is Vaughn. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Here we go. Set. Set, go.
Carry here for Vaughn. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7.
Tiger. 19 Tiger. Set. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Southern Cal. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Ready up.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Cut 19.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, 49ers.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. A second down throw here for Purdy. On the move past the 40. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Niners first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Purdy. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A run on 1st and goal. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Moody now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the left side. Caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
So after one, 14-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. He'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Pass completed right side to Ferguson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. That's caught! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Gray brought in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Go street. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Go.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle. Second and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. 3rd and long. Now a screen set up for Vaughn. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll get this out wide. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Second and goal. Throwing is Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass pulled in by Vaughn. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb, and it'll lead to a second down.
Let's go now.
He'll get this out to his running back. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
On the jump.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Play action now. Purdy. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, whether you're manning the middle or you're a rusher coming off the edge, Mike, if you play linebacker in this league, you have to have the ability to handle yourself in pass coverage. If the expectation is that a throw is going to head his way, he'll make that play. And that was the biggest play he could have made. That was really nicely done.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Niners have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Let's go.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll go play action with Purdy. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And they'll be set up well as he is passed. Yard line.
Their own 37-yard line.
On the set.
1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, 49ers.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here we go, shot. Come 19, come 19. They smash.
Tight end going in motion here.
70.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. This one complete right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. Danny Gray. Touchdown, 49ers. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here's Purdy again. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. CeeDee Lamb there to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion, Lamb. They run on the jet sweep. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. He'll try the right side this time. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll take it on in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats. Makes mom and dad happy, but, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
To throw on first down is Purdy. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
19 guard, 19, come on, left wing, 19.
First down, San Francisco.
Half to 60, half to 60. Trap 60, trap 60.
Receiver in motion, headed left.
Check go.
First and 10. Purdy. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. CD on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
You're outside. Face set.
They'll run with Dowdle. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive on.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Gray brought in motion. Now a run on first down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
70 Lions. Smash, smash. Alert, alert.
They'll stick with him again. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gray brought in motion. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
18, Pioneer.
Now, faking the give. That'll be caught. And he is not going to break free. Good defense. They wrap him up at the line of scrimmage. The try for 2 comes up empty. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. From the pistol, Vaughn. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Darnold now to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
To the left side, he's got Ferguson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Seven Pirates, come 19.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. And the 49ers first down.
They send a receiver in motion left. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop. Gets in to bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And this will be incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
gain of 22 yards. First down, San
Hawk
Francisco.
7, Hawk 7, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Purdy on first down. That's caught! And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. They continue to add points, Greg. Very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Unlock line. 65.
They'll throw again with Purdy. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for two.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. To throw on first down is Darnold. There's Ferguson, the tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They face second down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Darnold to the air once more. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
It's first down, and they'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A run now on second down. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Third and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line enough to get the first down and keep it going.
A gain of 7. And the 49er first
Let's
down.
go now.
They send the tight end in motion. And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. One more time, it's Guerendo. And he's into the end zone. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, San Francisco. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Side. Right side.
To throw is Darnold. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why they...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go, side. Right side.
Now, Darnold. This one is caught by Turpin. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy gonna give this to Guerendo. Nice gain here. He's gonna be marked down at the 35-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, like, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Guerendo. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Here comes Guerendo. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. Here we go. One final play. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.